Hi, everybody, and welcome to Focus Outdoors. We're excited. We got a great hunt for you today. We're in western Nebraska along the Platte River. Steve Anderson, our friend from Lincoln, has invited us out here. We met some new people. We're going to have a great time. Stay with us. Focus Outdoors will be right back.
Focus Outdoors is presented by Pheasant and Quail Restoration Technologies, the next generation in game bird restoration. And brought to you by Remington Sporting Dog, supporting the outdoor tradition. Sportsman's Gold, from the campfire to the kitchen, we know good taste. And Stenberg Welding and Fabricating, where quality and innovation comes first. And by Rio Ammunition, sporting ammunition since 1896. Country Vet Pet Foods, loved by pets, trusted by owners. And Zinc Calls, a champion in every call.
I want to kind of put a few ties in it now and again along in there.
Yeah.
And then, then you still shoot through it because I went far enough to go to right to here, see, and then to tighten it. But it works pretty good, Especially if there's not a lot of winds. The wind's out of the west. It don't hurt nothing because we took these lids and we put some boards on here like this, wedges. So when we set this down, what it does, it jacks this back end up a little.
Yep.
And then you don't have to get your head all the way through that all the time. If you've got this one like this, pulled together so you've got a crack.
Yep.
You can look through that
Little difference there, yeah.
without having to have your head up above it. It works really good.
You hear us call, hit the deck.
Yep. Yeah. Flat side up. We're going to pull a drawstring from it.
Yeah, straight towards the blind, Gary. Oh boy.
That's good. Good, right there.
Oh. Now, you don't by chance have a nail in your truck. Fingers getting itchy, Don.
Here you go, Donnie. There's 3 different goose calls, and this white one, the clear one, is a duck call. Okay? Pretty zing. We arrived in western Nebraska on December 6th. We were here at the invitation of Steve Anderson. I had met Steve at a meeting a couple of years earlier, and it didn't take long for us to discover our common passion for waterfowling. Steve told us that the first 2 weeks of December were normally the best time to catch the migration of Canada geese at its peak. As we arrived at the field to set up, it was 19 degrees Fahrenheit, and the wind was 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the east. As it got light, we had occasional gusts of wind to 15 miles per hour or so. Steve had told me that his hunting partners, Dave and Don, were as avid about waterfowling as we would ever meet. We were soon to find out that was true about Don Malcolm and Dave Gira. I asked them how they discovered this location 5.5 to 6 hours west of Lincoln. I learned that Don had the original contact. Kind of reminds me that it's not what you know, it's who you know. Lock coming, Steve-O. Lock coming. Hurry up. Hop in.
Right.
Let's try 'em.
Want to try them?
Those are big deep too. Look at that. There you go.
Is anybody else shoot Kelsey's at the one on the left?
I think you got him.
No, I didn't. But that's what I was shooting at.
I was just laying there anyway. Head on the back.
Those are big deep, aren't they?
Yeah. I thought they were just going to get right here. Then that one quit. The one quit.
Johnny, you want to take one of those calls off and I'll join you? Sure. Yeah, I'll take one of those calls off of there.
This segment brought to you by Rehydrate, electrolyte sports drink for dogs.
Are you looking to significantly increase your upland game bird population? Well, then you need the Surrogator by Quail Restoration and Pheasant Restoration Technologies. Our patented process works by placing day-old chicks into the Surrogator, which provides everything the chicks need. In just 5 weeks, the birds are released, increasing the population on your property. For more information on the Surrogator, call 316-200-0134 or visit us online.
The bond between man and dog is one of the most trusted relationships. For your loyal hunting companion, choose the brand that's trusted, Remington. All Remington sporting dog products are unconditionally guaranteed. So whether you're buying one of our dog collars, leads, training dummies, or any product from our complete line of training and hunting accessories, you'll be buying the best. To find a dealer near you, visit www.remingtonsportingdog.com. This segment sponsored in part by Rio Ammunition, sporting ammunition since 1896.
Gary and Ted Johnson are the landowners and have lived in western Nebraska their entire lives. For as long as they can remember, the migration has gone through this area. They estimated that there were 75,000 to 80,000 migrators in the area at the time. We were about to learn that their estimate may be low. It always amazes me how quickly people who have the same passion can bond. It didn't take long, and we felt like we had known each other for a long, long time. Let me remind you that western Nebraska is primarily private property. So make sure you plan ahead and secure a place to hunt well in advance of your trip. Check with the Chamber of Commerce. They may be able to hook you up with an outfitter or a landowner. If you are planning a trip to hunt Nebraska, make sure you check with Nebraska Game and Parks regarding seasons, limits, and any license or stamps that are required.
Okay. We whack them all the time. We're kind of used to. Look at these coming. I'm sorry. I keep pressing this. love this call. Now fast.
What do you got? Is there one in
Five
here?
more coming.
Is there one in here? I thought we bought a single back here somewhere. Okay, let's go. That's four.
Shot him, Steve.
Man, we should shot the too.
Catch these.
Here he's coming around.
Right like that. Okay, let's go.
Steve's dog Maggie was a 19-month-old British Lab experiencing her first full season of hunting. Some believe that the Labrador breed originated in France and England, while others believe the breed originated on the island of Newfoundland. It is suspected that the Labrador had descended over time from the St. John's water dog, no longer in existence, and the Newfoundland dog through breedings of early settlers in the mid to late 15th century. Many fishermen originally used the Lab to assist in bringing nets to shore. The dogs would grab the floating corks on the ends of the nets and pull them to shore. These dogs were also used to retrieve the fish that fell off the hooks.
I let that one come way on.
The first written record of Labradors was recorded in 1814, and by the late 1800s, the name Labrador Retriever had become popular in England. Like many of her breed, Maggie turned out to be very energetic and anxious to please. You can see by the way she goes about her business, she truly enjoys retrieving. And let us not forget that hunting dogs of all breeds are the finest conservation tools we have as hunters.
Kill him. Hey, kill him.
I know, they were coming too, but I just Had to take that one. I had to take
Come on, right behind that. Coming at 6.
This segment sponsored in part by Rio Ammunition, sporting ammunition since 1896. This segment sponsored in part by Country Vet Pet Foods, loved by pets, trusted by owners.
You better count, Steve.
You want to count them? I'm going to count the geese. 2 over here.
What about that
Get
one
that
far
one
out?
way out there? 15.
You're counting the one way out there? Okay. There's 2 over here.
15. How many do we have?
15.
15.
Now do we got 14 or 15?
15.
Are you sure?
1.
Hey, why don't you pick them up, lay them in a line? Yeah, let's shoot these. Down.
I'll just kidding. I'll just kid you. He knows I would.
As our hunt comes to an end, we had 2 wishes. One, that we get invited back. We really had a great time. And 2, that it wasn't 12 hours away by car to get there. I recognize that 12 hours isn't that far, but it would be nice if it were a little closer.
Migrators in Lincoln.
Nebraska, Canada goose hunting. Western Nebraska, Canada goose hunting. We had a wonderful time out here. Thanks to Dave, Don, Steve, Maggie. Tough conditions this morning, light winds, but because of our setup, concealment, calling, we got them in close. If you get a chance to come to Western Nebraska, don't turn down that invitation. You'll be sorry if you do.
Are you looking to significantly increase your upland game bird population? Well, then you need the Surrogator by Quail Restoration and Pheasant Restoration Technologies. Our patented process works by placing day-old chicks into the Surrogator, which provides everything the chicks need. In just 5 weeks, the birds are released, increasing the population on your property. For more information on the Surrogator, call 316-200-0134 or visit us online.
The bond between man and dog is one of the most trusted relationships. For your loyal hunting companion, choose the brand that's trusted, Remington. All Remington Sporting Dog products are unconditionally guaranteed. So whether you're buying one of our dog collars, leads, training dummies, or any product from our complete line of training and hunting accessories, you'll be buying the best. To find a dealer near you, visit www.remingtonsportingdog.com.
Stenberg Welding and Fabricating specializes in aluminum and stainless steel construction, including dog boxes, toppers, and chassis mount kennels. Custom-built options like slide-out water tanks and other components are made available for your needs. Stenberg's creative and unique assembly makes for heavy-duty, quality canine transportation systems. Call Stenberg Welding and Fabricating today.
It's 5 minutes after 9. We're done with our limited geese in western Nebraska. It was a great time. In fact, you can hear them flying over us right now. Our thanks to Steve Anderson and to his hunting buddies. We had a wonderful time. If you get a chance to come to western Nebraska, don't pass on it. You'll have fun. Remember, do these 3 things for me. 1, take a child with you next hunting or fishing trip. 2, generously support your favorite conservation organization. And 3, spend some time in the next week where you focus on the outdoors. For the staff of Focus Outdoors, I'm Steve Hammer. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time when we continue the journey, making more memories.
Focus Outdoors was presented by Pheasant and Quail Restoration Technologies, the next generation in game bird restoration. And brought to you by Remington Sporting Dog, supporting the outdoor tradition. Sportsman's Gold, from the campfire to the kitchen, we know good taste. And Stenberg Welding and Fabricating, where quality and innovation comes first. And by Rio Ammunition, sporting ammunition since 1896. Country Vet Pet Foods, loved by pets, trusted by owners. And Zink Calls, the champion in every call.